rock your body. Come on again, rock your body. Rock your body. Why do I look so pale? Focus. Okay, I guess I'm just coming from you as a vampire. I look so pale in this lighting. What is going on? Okay, I got a little color in my cheeks. Just a little bit, but it's there. It's there nonetheless. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. Hi, happy to see you again. Thanks for being a returner, okay? There's like 50% of you who return again and again and again and again, and I love that. I love you guys. I love you. I love you guys so much. Okay. Anyways, I'm just full of love today and I'm just so excited. I want to make, here's the project today. We're gonna make fabric crowns. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe three, maybe four. But the goal, here's the thing. My birthday is next week, okay? Yes. Thank you. Hello.
Oh, I love that.
I'm filming a video and I think,
Hello, girl.
okay, my best friend is getting me something to drink. Okay, anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, we're making fabric crowns. So my birthday's next week. I want to wear a fabric crown for my birthday. I want to wear one. I literally was scrolling on Pinterest and I saw a bunch, so, but I really only saw like one or two, and I've decided I'm gonna do it. Obviously I can, like I know I can. I figured we can make a fabric crown and we can add some like beads and charms and embellishments and things like that. That's what we're doing today. If we just make one for my birthday, so be it. If we make more than one, more the merrier. But I have to go find fabric. I forgot what kind of theme I want for my birthday crown. So let me go through my scraps, or I guess my fabric I don't have plans for, and see if I can find something. Okay, I found a free little template. Yeah. Found a free little template online and I'm gonna cut it out. I'll link this template in the description if you guys also want to make one. Actually, I encourage you to make one alongside me. I'll show you how I do it. I'll give you like a mini tutorial on it, but you're gonna need a template. You can draw your own. I've never done this before. I'm talking like I'm an expert, but I will be doing this for the first time alongside with you, but I don't think we're gonna need that much fabric. I went through my stash and I found this really cute, like teal flower fabric. So it's like a birthday crown and also a flower crown. And I just think it's gonna be really cute. So that's the fabric we're gonna use. And then I think we're gonna, instead of using ribbon, I'm gonna make straps with some fabric if I have enough. If not, maybe we'll use ribbon. I don't know. Here's our little template. So now I'm going to move my laptop for one. But I'm going to iron this out. I've got 2 fabric quarters. I don't think I'm gonna need both of them, honestly, but I'm going to iron this out and then we're gonna cut our fabric and I'll show you how we're gonna do that too. Okay, here's our backwards setup. So you can kind of get the idea what I'm doing. I'm not doing like a really good tutorial, I'm just doing a little fast tutorial. So if you use the same download I did, it'll say cut on the fold. So with that, you basically fold your fabric after you iron it. You fold your fabric like this, and you're gonna need to cut 2 of these. One's gonna be your outside and one's gonna be your inside fabric. So if you want different fabrics, do different fabrics, but I'm gonna use the same one for both the outside and the inside. So since I don't really want to cut the paper, I'm gonna just go ahead and draw over this. So the fold should be where it says fold right here for my people who have very beginner sewers. Oh, I don't even know how to draw. Okay. And there I am drawing on the paper. So I'm gonna trace it. Perfect. And we're gonna do another one because this is gonna be my inside and my outside fabric. This. Perfect. Not really perfect, but it's fine. And then for the straight lines, there's a bubble in my damn plastic mat because I had it like not stored properly. For the straight lines, I'm just gonna kind of like rough. I could be using a straight edge, but you know, today I just kind of feel like winging it. We're not really focused too much on being perfect. I feel like one of those 5-second crafts or like 5-minute craft videos that are like fabric, cut, do things. Perfect. And then be sure not to cut the fold part. That's important. And then like this. Oh, okay. I don't know how to cut. And then I'm just gonna take my fabric scissors and cut these points out. And then we need to decide if we're gonna add stuff to the front before we put it all together, because if we want to do like patches and stuff, we should really do it before we put the project together. Or we can just do a simple one. Maybe we'll make one for Dylan since they're getting me coffee. Alright, fabric's cut. Boom. And then when you unfold it, I only ended up using 1 fabric quarter, so just so you know how much you need. But when you end up unfolding it, it's a long piece like this. Super cute. Now you need some fusible fleece. I have some from other projects, so I already have it on deck. But you're gonna want fusible fleece, and then I usually put the roughs. You're only gonna put it on one side because you kind of need it to be stiff for it to like stick up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do this because we're really not spending that much time on this project. This is the lazy way of doing things. You can like trace it and then cut it. It's up to you, but I'm gonna do it the lazy way. So basically you just cut a piece to match your outside fabric. And I'm just doing this off of like when I think I watched a video one time like months ago when I wanted to make one of these and I didn't end up making it. So I'm just going off my memory. Alright. Yay, we did it. Okay, now I'm gonna iron this onto this because we need it. Okay, you guys, we ironed on the fusible fleece to our outside piece. And then what you're gonna do, this somehow turned in from a vlog to a tutorial, but you guys have to make one too. I can't be the only one. So you take your inside piece, and I call it the inside. It's like the part of the crown that's not on the front. You face pattern to pattern, so turn it so you're looking at the wrong side. And it's gonna go on like this. Okay, that's how it's gonna go on. Now, you need straps. So either sew your straps, which I think I'm not going to. I was going to, but I lied. I have this thrifted box of like trims and ribbons I got on my trip. Like, okay, chill. I let Alice in here to run around. Let me open the window for her. Anyway, I got, oh. Okay. You stay over there. I'm doing things over here. I got this box of like ribbons and trims and stuff, and I thought this was very like birthday-like. So this is gonna be my strap because I don't really feel like sewing one right now. So what you do is you take the end of your strap, however you make your strap, open up these 2 pieces, put your strap, no, I'm wrong, this way. I've never done this before, so. Put your strap like facing, anyway, I'm gonna figure out how long this needs to be before I start telling you how to do things. This is a chaotic tutorial. Okay, I think we're okay if we make like the ribbon the length of the project. What do you guys think? I guess we'll find out, huh? Alright, so that's 1 ribbon, and then we'll cut it. And then I'm gonna sew this when we're done to like keep it straight. Basically, you kind of want to like fold it up so it's not in the way of your project because you're gonna sew this whole thing together. So you kind of like need it to stay out of the way. But you also want the edge to be sticking out so you can sew over it. Like that. I'm gonna use pins. I never use pins. but I'm going to just because I really don't want it to move. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So let's cut something the length of the project. And then, can you guys hear the really loud lawnmower outside? Or whatever it is. Okay, and then you put it on the inside. And then you want to fold this up so that it stays out of the way. Kind of like that. And then close your project. Okay, just like this. And then when you're gonna sew around the whole edge, I would go back and forth on the parts where your ribbons are, but you want to leave a spot to kind of pull everything right side out. So I don't forget, I'm gonna put a little mark like 4 inches wide to know don't sew over that part because we're gonna flip it inside out. So now just sew from your mark all the way around back to here and go back and forth on the parts where your strands will be so they don't come out. Of course I need to like move a million things so I can actually use my sewing machine. Okay, I'm making a playlist on Spotify for what it would be like to date Eric Northman from True Blood. So if you're a True Blood fan, check out my Spotify playlist. Ooh. It's looking cute. Okay, now you have your project. You sewed all the way around and you have a little hole here. We're gonna take our fabric scissors and we need to cut this bulk off. So you'll see where you sewed. Don't cut that. Cut outside of that. So don't mess with where you sewed. But you do kind of want to cut the bulk so that when you flip it inside out, it actually like has a point. Because if there's too much bulk, it'll be rounded. Which it might still very well be rounded because of the thickness, but you rather just have it not do that, you know? You can also trim your ribbon here now that you kind of already have it sewed on. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is the inside. So at the dip of every point, so like these little parts, you need to cut a slit. Okay? Don't cut your thread, but you do need to cut a slit so that when you flip it inside out, it will actually like be pointed. I don't know how else to explain that. I've got my bulk trimmed down. Get all your corners. Basically cut the corners off. Then you go to the little spot I told you not to sew over, these like 4 inches, and then you just need to carefully put your fingers inside and pull, find your ribbon and just kind of pull the fabric through. I think it'll make it easier if you find the ribbon first on each side, so kind of pull, you want to pull it right side out. Maybe you could leave a hole bigger than 4 inches. I like leaving the hole big because I need to fit my hand in to like grab everything. Most people only leave like a 2-inch hole. I can't do that because then it frustrates me. If I can't flip it inside out easily, I'm gonna give up on the project, you know? Ow! Pinched myself. All right, there we go, there we go. Okay, if it's anything like mine, when you flip it inside out, it's gonna look like this. This is not a crown. So we need to go inside. You can take a pencil. Some people have like a specific tool for this, but I'm just gonna use the eraser side of a pencil. But you just go through and you just push all of the corners out. Now, how we finish this project will get it to stay like with its shape. And we're gonna close the hole too. So just kind of go around the whole project and all the corners. And now that we slit the little spot, it'll actually point like this and it won't get all funky right here. Party crown. Okay. Okay. Now you have your little opening here and you just want to fold in this fabric, and you can iron it to make it easier. I probably will. But you fold the fabric in on itself, and then you're just going to sew around the entire edge of your project and sew this hole closed. and then I'll meet you back here. I went ahead and ironed mine first to make my life easier, and now I'm gonna sew around it. It's very cute. I'm actually, since it didn't take that long, I think I'm gonna make a few more, so it's not just me wearing a crown on my birthday. Everybody can wear one. And since I made the same fabric, it's reversible, so it doesn't really have a front side. But basically, you just put it on and then you tie. If I could tie the ribbon, that'd be great. Ah, I pulled my hair in with it. Oh my god, this is so cute. And look, and then you can just keep it tied if you want, and then you just... So we figured out how to make a crown, and now we need to make a bunch more, because I know Dylan wants one. So let's find some fabric to make Dylan a crown. Let's make my mom a crown too, because why not? Why not? And well, let's make my dad a crown. Let's make everybody a crown. Everybody's getting a crown today. I'm feeling the love. Let me go through all my yarn. I mean my, oh, I can't. My fabric, not my yarn. Dylan's favorite color is red. My mom's favorite is hot pink. So let's use this for my mom. We need red for Dylan. Ooh, I think I do. Oh, they'd love that. I don't know what to make my dad's crown out of. He likes black. Ooh, let's make him a fishing crown. Okay, we're gonna make 3 more. 3 more crowns. Hopefully I have enough ribbon so I don't have to cut and make ribbon, because I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and iron all the party crown fabrics really quick, and then we'll just cut them all at once.
Big old iron and bones, gunning up a big old...
I found an old bag of ribbons that I think I got at a yard sale like 4 years ago, I'm pretty sure. But they're the perfect, if I can get this damn plastic off. This ribbon is Halloween ribbon. Skulls. This one's gonna be Dylan's. It goes with like the red. I'll show you which ones they go with, but I got the skull one for one of the crowns. And then I got this blue for the fish crown. And then this is part of the box of trims I showed you. It's just some gold trim. That one's gonna go with the hot pink crown. Now I'm gonna start sewing everything together. It's funny how doing one party crown turned into making party crowns for my family, because I'm forcing all of them to wear these crowns on my birthday. Because that's like what your birthday is all about. It's about forcing the people who love you to do things because it's your birthday. And like they need more whimsy in their life. So everybody has to wear the crown. If you guys want to see if my family actually ended up wearing the crowns, follow me on Instagram. If they put them on, I'll post a picture over there. But I'm gonna cut the ribbon to fit these, and then we will get to sewing. I sewed the first part on all of them. We're just keeping the white thread because, I mean, this is just supposed to be like a fun, quick craft. Don't forget to cut the little spots in between each point, like we forgot to last time. You want to get close, but you don't want to cut your thread. That one's ready. I love quick crafts like this. Sometimes all I want is a project that's gonna take me like all day or a whole weekend to do. And sometimes I just want like instant gratification, which lucky for us, this project's really quick. That one's trimmed. And like you don't have to be perfect. Like it can be kind of messy. You can do it with scraps. You can make these even patchwork if you don't have enough. Luckily, like my scraps were long enough, but if you don't have enough, you can make patchwork versions of them. Just kind of patch the fabric you do have together. Another thing I have to make eventually is an egg apron, because my mom wants one. Even though, for her birthday, which is in April. Even though we don't even own chickens. I showed her something I made. I don't know when that video is coming out, but I showed her something I made, so I'm not going to disclose what. But I made something and she's like, oh my gosh, you should sew me an egg apron. I was like, girl, what I made has nothing to do with egg aprons. And she's like, yeah, but if you can make that, you can make me an egg apron. I'm like, okay, queen. I'll make you an egg apron. Now we pull them all inside out. The part I hate the most, but the part that must be done. And then I'll iron all of them, and then we'll do a quick sew all the way around the edge, and then I'll show you all of the crowns I made. Okay, I just finished sewing my mom's. It's got a little pink, hot pink and gold. So now let's test it. Try to tie it away from my hair. Okay, very, very cute. Let's sew the next one, which is Dylan's. Time to try on Dylan's crown. Dylan's crown has a different back than a front, so they can wear it either way, but I knew that they would like this like fungus looking pattern because they like The Last of Us. And then her favorite color is also red. That's why the back is red, but very cute crown. Okay, now I'm gonna do the last one. Time to try on the final one, the fish one. Probably my favorite. Alright, this is the fish one. Also, while I was sewing, I realized that the blue ribbon lines up with the end of the blue fish, so it's kind of funny, but I think this one's my favorite. This is the one I'm gonna make my dad wear. Very cute. And that is all 4 of our crowns. Hope you guys had fun hanging out with me while we made some fabric crowns with our scrap we had laying around. And hopefully you guys made one too. If you did, tag me on Instagram. Here's my Instagram. Tag me over there if you guys end up making one and post a picture in it. Subscribe if you like this video and you want to see more, and like this video if you liked it. Other than that, I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.